Eaglesmere is a unique community, and we have year-round residents, maybe about 120, but it's truly a summer resort. It's a resort that has been bringing people here for hundreds of years. Our community is centered around the lake. It is the lake that brought people here in the beginning. It had, back in the 1700s when George Lewis was here, it turned out to be for health reasons. For the most part, he was from England. He had gone back to New York State, and there was yellow fever, and he had lost a lot of his very close friends. And this was after he had just visited Eaglesmere, so he felt as though Eaglesmere at that time had saved his life from the yellow fever. And that whole story about the lake providing health. The history of our town obviously is diverse. It started back in the 1700s with George Lewis coming because of the lake had a natural sand bottom, which because of the sand, his nephew, who he had sent out prior to him even arriving, said, hey, this would be great for a glass factory. Captain Chase was an enormous individual, both in terms of his personality and also his heart was in Eaglesmere. He came here and he threw himself into the development of many different things. It was through Captain Chase. The toboggan slide was formed because of Captain Chase. He saw his grandchildren up at the lakes, the street where the toboggan's built. Supposedly his grandchildren said, hey, Pop, you know, we should have a really good toboggan slide here. Our fire company is the core people. They are the people that literally put the slide together, from the cutting of the blocks of ice and hauling it and building it is all from the fire company. And they're involved with the slide.
Weather permitting, the ice needs to be 12 inches thick before we can build it. And no more than 14. The blocks get too heavy after that, and it just starts breaking equipment. After we stack it, there's 850 some blocks, 860 blocks that we use. Mother Nature's in charge of how long the slide's open. Weekly, we have to keep it groomed. We'll run the planer down it if it warms up a little bit and the track gets a little unstable. We'll run the planer down it, keep the groove in good operating condition. The small toboggans will fit 6 adults. The large can fit up to 9, depending on the size. Overall, people come from literally miles and miles away. The length of the toboggan run is just under 1/4 mile on the ice. Once you leave the track, you go out onto the lake probably another 150 yards. So it's, you know, the total length of the run is just over 1/4 mile, you know, close to 1/3 of a mile. Speeds on the toboggan run, you can reach speeds close to 40 miles an hour.
We're here because we love everything to do with the outdoors.
As far as we know, the Eaglesmere Toboggan Run is the only one like it in the country and possibly the world.
It's generation after generation